So IGN is being roasted on Twitter because they're paying $20 per story. These people are absolute Scrooges, and they're LARPing as if they're left-wing, and oh yes, we care about the oppressions of the worker. Here's $20 for writing for us. I gotta say, I used to write for One Angry Gamer back in the day, and he would give me $50 per article. And this was like 3-4 years ago. He was no IGN. When I write for Sargon, I can't disclose the rates. I mean, he didn't tell me like I shouldn't disclose the rates, but I just don't think that it's normal because, you know, like different people negotiate different rates based on their abilities and whatnot. So I can guarantee to you that if I write on the Lotus Eaters, I get paid a lot more than $20 freaking dollars. Oh my god. And what's interesting is to see the amount of salt coming from the progressives, like from the actual readers of IGN, which, again, like it's LARPing as a left-leaning company, just tearing them a new one. Just absolutely tearing them a new one and rationing them for this. And again, this is IGN, a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. I mean, they could just say, hey, if you have a good article and you send it to us, we're going to publish it. Without paying them or anything, you know, not mentioning pay at all. It would have been better than them saying, oh, we're going to give you $20. I just want people to understand that these are the same people complaining when other video game companies underpay their staff. Like, they wrote articles about it in the past. And they shamed companies for overworking their employees, for underpaying. And what they are doing, again, is they're talking about left-leaning social issues, like social values. But economically, they're right-wing as fuck. Like, this is the American capitalist way now. Talk about how much you dislike capitalism. Talk about how much you like the gays and the LGBT and the rainbow flag and how progressive you are. But economically, you do the most cutthroat business type of capitalist endeavor. Just overwork your employees, underpay them, try to find people who are outside of the company. So in this case, they're trying to find freelancers, right? So they don't have to pay them monthly, so they don't have to pay them the worker fees and the healthcare and all of that. Just cut costs as much as possible, but LARP as a leftist. I mean, wow. See, this is why companies need to shut the fuck up and just do business. Like, no one would have cared if IGN did this if they were just a neutral company that didn't have political leanings and just shut the fuck up. But, like, if they like to talk, then you look at their action. And honestly, like, this is a new ideology. I think it's, like, something that breaks the political compass. Again, on social issues, be as left-leaning as possible, as progressive as possible on social issues. On economic issues, be as right-wing as possible. Is there like a political ideology for this? Did they manage to coin it? Because I'm really curious. It's just really bizarre. So now they're backpedaling really hard because they're getting, like, again, a lot of criticism. They're being ratioed to high heaven. So now they're saying that, no, like, look. $20 for basic news aggregation. Again, this is still under the rate. Like, for basic news aggregation is what I did for One Angry Gamer years ago. I would get $50. The man would pay me $50 for slightly more involved stories. I don't know, like, if I were to sell like a slightly more involved story to OAG, I would have probably got $100. So I just want you to know, it's still bad, alright? Like, your backpedaling doesn't do anything. $300 are up for in-depth multi-source reporting. So in other words, like, I guess if you actually go on E3 and you actually get a scoop or something, it probably costs you more to go there than the $300 they give you. Oh my god. That's right, everyone. Freelancing articles about video games with a read time of 5 minutes is not going to make you rich, no matter how much you wish you could. It's not about being rich. It's not about being rich, it's about the marketplace, right? Like, other websites that are poorer than IGN and aren't LARPing as left-leaning are paying their freelancers better. And by the way, I'm not telling IGN how to do business, because clearly they know. I am laughing at them. I'm pointing at them and I'm like, ah, ha, 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 ha. That's what I'm doing. And the next time they come up with a leftist article, talking about some gaming company and, oh my God, how bad the workers there have it, I will be like, shut the fuck up, IGN. If it's another company, I'll listen. But you shut the fuck up. You do your own house first. You do your own people first and pay them well, and then you get to talk. Oh my God. No one is expecting to get rich off of it. We're expecting to be adequately paid for our time. Just because it takes you 10 minutes to read does not mean it took that little time to write. Again, you guys, you didn't like One Angry Gamer because he had like some really hilarious, edgy takes bordering on the hate speech. Not my articles, though. My articles were like a bastion of light and compassion within that site. But what I am trying to say is that he, like the evil right-winger, the evil person, was paying his employees. Like that's what I'm getting with. Meanwhile, the compassionate, the good-hearted, progressive companies, $20. What the fuck do you do with $20? What the fuck? How much do you need to write, by the way? And let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you why $20 is inadequate. Whenever you work at a company, the question that you should ask is how much is the company making off your labor? So if I write an article for IGN, I get $20. How much does IGN get for that article? Because I guarantee to you he's getting a lot more than 20. It probably gets to 100. Because they get people to click the article, and the ads is how they make money. So they're probably making a lot more than $20. They're making at least 200 because it's IGN. So this is why I'm telling you that what they are doing is beyond greedy. And again, they're hiring freelancers, right? So they don't have to pay you healthcare. They don't have to pay you social security or whatever, But that is the essence of what they are doing. And this is why people are laughing at them. This is why they are being mocked. Let's see what else we got. Not every job is meant to provide for a single mother with 2 children. Again, these are the same people that vote for minimum wage. These are the same people that vote for minimum wage. And then when the company goes like, oh, you know what? We're not going to pay minimum wage. We're just going to hire freelancers. When a company does that, they're making excuses for the fucking company. And then you wonder why big corporations are for minimum wage. Isn't that like Pikachu face? Like, isn't it bizarre when you see like Amazon supporting the concept of minimum wage? Because you're like, well, why can't they just raise their wages? Why do they need the government to tell them how much to pay workers? Why can't they raise? The reason is because they put other people out of a business. That's why. They put their competition who can't pay minimum wage, they put them out of a business. And then they can hire freelancers. They have a team of attorneys that can find ways around the problem so that they don't have to pay that minimum wage. But their competition does, because they don't have a team of lawyers. They're not prestige enough. Like, again, on IGN, if I write pee pee poo poo caca and I put it on IGN, it's going to probably make $200 simply because people will click on it because it's IGN. So they're going to make money just on the brand alone. And they are such cheapskates. Unbelievable cheapskates. You're a Scrooge. A Scrooge, IGN. Cat Bailey, you're working for Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDuck would probably pay better at this point. Actually, you know what? Like, was Scrooge McDuck ever accused of underpaying his workers? I don't remember a single worker strike at Scrooge McDuck. You know what? Hey, at least Scrooge McDuck actually had workers. He didn't hire freelancers. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.